Download the Hatsune Hospitality SKU and instrumental files.
Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, it's me. Hi, it's Polybro. Hi. Hi, look, down here in the bottom left corner of your screen. Hi, it's me. Hi. Hi. So, I'm trying to think now. I'm recording this on the 3rd of January. Probably 4 days ago now. We released Hatsune Hospitality. We being myself, who did the music, Peach the Loser, who did the wonderful 2D animation and thumbnail design and stuff that you see on the video itself. Sour Danny, who did the amazing SFM work that you see in the video, as well as helping with the album cover. Additional sentence mixing when you hear the engineer in the video, that's Danny's work. And also our SFM actors, Justin, SaintSoftware and Wonderland War. We released Hatsune Hospitality about 4 days ago, and it did better than we thought. It did quite a bit better than we thought, so thank you for that. I just want to do a quick behind-the-scenes video for the music part of it. Sour Danny, did a behind-the-scenes video on the visuals over on their channel. Please go check that out. I guess starting with the instrumental part, before I got onto like all the other little bits, I wanted to stick like as closely to the sound of the song we based on, Frontier Justice by Dapper Dog, which is Uncle Dane's original intro. Sorry, I feel like we should say this up front as well, is that we worked on this for the TF2 Maps 72-hour jam. That's what we have at the end of the credits, which is a little like jamming project that the TF2 community does every December or so now, I think it is. We worked on it, me, Peach and Danny worked on it last year as well for a song called Super TF2 Mega Baboon Heart Yaoi, which is a song about Hatsune Miku singing and Fujoshiing out about the Heavy and the Medic. Little do we know, literally a month's time, even more popular song about Fujoshi Miku would be released. But hey ho, you know, we were just ahead of the game, I guess. So we worked on that, and we did this for the jam this year. We didn't get everything done within the jam period, but that was fine. We were more than happy to take the time and like actually do a proper release at the end of it. But all the song that you hear in the, at least I think all the song that you hear in the video was done within the time period for the jam, and I think I have a list of how long it took somewhere here. It took me 13 hours, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I guess take the notepad's word for it. I don't know if I can't remember if I did it in 13 hours, but if I did, then that's fucking insane. Anyway, enough about that. TF2 Jam, TF2 Maps, very cool. Go give them tons of support. I don't know if the fundraiser's still open by now, but if it's not, then please support them next time they do this. Going back to my original point. Frontier Justice, which is the original song written by Dapper Dog, made for Uncle Dane's intro. I wanted to get as close to the sounds as that as I could, which affected my like choice in synth and different sounds like that. So the intro of Frontier Justice is basically just this like nice nylon guitar with kind of like some acoustic layered on, stuff like that, like a bass guitar, I think. And then like there's a piano very prominently in there, and the whistling is very prominent throughout the whole song as well. I wanted to use my own whistling, like acoustically recorded whistling, as opposed to like a digital synthesized whistling, because I just think like digital whistling synths sound all right, but I just wanted to have something more realistic. And I've been told I'm a pretty good whistler, so all the whistling you hear in the song is by yours truly. So I'll just play these isolated by themselves. So that's kind of all the layers that were taken from Frontier Justice as such in that little intro bit. And then kind of throughout the whole song, I kind of had this layer of strings and percussion to kind of like add like a nice warm sound, as opposed like to the like a nice warm kind of powerful sound to the cover. And that kind of comes in at a few different points. So kind of like this. Oh, and there you hear Miku. Cool. Thank you for coming in there, Miku. And then, of course, there's like these little like gun noises. I'll just isolate all of this that like come in throughout the song as well. I'll zoom in a bit to make it easier to see.
Going up.
Wonderful. But yeah, so there's those kind of little bits. There's another fun little bit where actually I'm just going to turn off Miku for now. Sorry, Miku, you're not going to exist anymore. The synth and stuff, the bass layers. There's a lot of that went towards trying to make the actual sound of Frontier Justice. So this synth bass, I think, is like layered up like 3 different layers. There's a synth bass, there's funky electricity apparently. That's meant to be like the synth from the original Uncle Dane theme. Then there's this very portamento-y lead synth here. Oh, and I can't forget the wobbling dongler, which comes in the verse, the verse only. That's on the offbeat. I like offbeat little things like that. I know. I just like funky little synths. Wobbling Dongler, by the way, is, I should probably show what all these presets are. Wobbling Dongler is this NES VST. You probably recognize this from if you've like looked at any documents looking at Toby Fox's like synthesizer choices. Triangle Madness, I believe, is, yeah, it's from this funky little thing called, oh, what are you called? 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 The TAL Noisemaker plugin. Then I believe the synth bass here is just the standard synth from, this is like a square wave kind of thing from, well, that's just basically the oscillator from FL Studio. The funky electricity is just from Flex. These BAP drums are a, oh, you can't see it, it's broken. Our table! It's basically just Contact plugin default. I think it's like called, what's it called? It's just called BAP. It's just called a BAP. And I think all these are like a mix of like the BBC Symphony orchestra stuff and from Contact as well. There's a few of the little bits where I like the little string features that happen, mostly in the choruses, I believe. I just like that rhythm. I don't know. I just wanted to show it off. I like it a lot. Yeah, well, some other fun little instrumental bits I can show off in this. I really like, oh my gosh, the favorite part is when it goes from like Meet the NG, like in that kind of waltzy 6/8 time, back into 4/4 time. I love that transition so much. Let me show that, this bit. And I kind of added the drums there to kind of, I don't know, like anchor back into 4/4. I like it. Another favorite bit. Again, Danny did an amazing job of the voice mixing. I had the privilege of adding it into the file.
I am the engineer, and I think this singing robot is just pretty damn cool.
Danny did an amazing job of like stitching all this together, and then I just did a few little tiny tweaks there. The auto-tuned yodeling NG is my favorite.
Yeah!
It sounds a little bit janky, but I think it adds to the charm. It adds to the charm. That's not me coping or anything. Oh, I forgot to show off the actual BAP drums themselves. Here we go. I like those drums. I just like them. Scratching my head. I think that's... Oh, sorry, there's one important thing I've not shown you, actually. 1 second, where is it? This is an unused soundbite that I'll stay quiet for, and if you decide you want to use it in anything, then be my guest.
Grab that funky monkey!
I was going to have that be sampled with a bunch of ape noises following, with the engineer screaming, like one of his critical death screams, but I didn't know where it would fit in the song. Oh, sorry, there's another thing, actually. Danny challenged me to put the amen break somewhere in the song. So I put it at the end of the chorus. You can hear it come in here. Right now. Leading into the chorus there. I like it. I think I did a pretty good job with it. I guess I'm going to have a little look at the Peer Pro file. It'll be here somewhere. Peer Pro. Peer Pro? Peer Pro. Oh, there we are. Oh, you're just really small. Little tiny guy. The Peer Pro file. I probably put a little thing at the beginning of the video. I'm going to make this available. I'll export a couple different versions of it in case the like the files don't work. I'll export like the Peer Pro file, and then I'll try and convert it to a VSQX or whatever. So there's like a few different layers, mostly like different layers that all appear in the, so I have these like layers of Miku in the chorus that I like. There's like harmonies that come in at certain points. The chorus lead and the chorus echo that you can see there. That's basically the echoes like the lead, but shifted like, I think like half a millisecond forward or back to kind of give it like a more, what would the word be? My classical music brain wants to say tutti, like a tutti sound. Group is the word, I guess. Gives more of a group sound. That kind of thing. Then there's this one I have called gender, which is, I think, like an octave down, and I've changed the gender modifier a bit. So, and then we have the harmonies as well, which I quite like. There's one thing that I wanted to show, which was basically, can I unsolo these, please? There we go. There's a little bit in the chorus where I added a little, like, if I go to pitch snap mode, yeah, it comes up for like one little bit here because I wanted to have that kind of, like, really emphasize that kind of that half tone movement there. I'll just hit play. I like that. I've also heard a lot of people get PTSD from the Thousand Uncles line, so I'm doing my job right. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I really liked. I live streamed the making of this. I need to upload the VOD. I'll hopefully do that, and I'll hopefully link it somewhere in the description when I do. But I did this all on stream. I have a blast mixing like Talkloid kind of sections and songs. I always try and put, if you listen to any of my other Vocaloid songs, I always try and put like a Talkloid somewhere in there because I just love doing it so much. Like in the context of music as well, feels really good. It feels like Miku's kind of putting down the microphone and kind of loosening up and being like, so the deal with airline food or whatever. But like the end of the verse when I have Miku screaming about the scout taking the teleporter exit, I feel like that's the best Talkloid I've done like so far at all. I just love the emotion in it. I love it so much. It's so good. The Meet the Engineer is also a pretty good one. I'm happy with that. Like, I actually sat down and like listened to how the engineer did it and tried to match the intonation as best I can, or as best I can get Miku to do. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer. Instead of Miku saying I'm an engineer, she says I'm autistic. I'm autistic. Trying to get Miku to do vowels and like proper pronunciation of words and proper syllables is like trying to get a banana to produce lighter fluid. It is so hard. I don't know how I managed to do it. Anyone who gets the files for this will see how it's specific. You have to do it. It's annoying. And then I decided to have here the Miku here that I just used the Japanese voice bank instead of the English one here for the textual difference where I had her singing the kind of bridge to Frontier Justice. I like the bit. That's one of my favorite bits. That was one of my favorite bits to do because it was easy. But anyhow, that is kind of all I can really talk about in this. Can I get you back down to here? Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of everything I can really talk about. Thank you guys again so incredibly much for all the support on the song. It is amazing. It's really fun. And I am glad people have been enjoying it so much, and I'm glad that people have been like inspired by it in ways as well, and I'm glad it's kind of brought like two different communities of people together. It's really been nice. I guess all I can really say is I hope people stick around for like more, not just more from me, but more from Peach, more from Danny. I definitely am not done with the Vocaloid. Check out Danny's behind the scenes video. Feel free to download the instrumental and the Vocaloid files to make your own Vocaloids do silly little singing voices. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support. Keep on trucking and keep on engineering and keep on dispenser going up in. And thank you for watching. And bye. 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 It's me, Polybro, in the corner of your screen. I'm saying bye. 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 Bye.